Hey everyone, Justin here.
Poor Justin. Yeah, he's getting some facial
I
asymmetry
wanted
here.
to update you guys.
He's showing signs of facial paralysis. Can be subtle at first, but when he starts doing these expressions where he looks up,
my face.
you can see the eyelid not working properly. And then he comes out and says he has Ramsay-Hunt Syndrome, which we'll definitely talk about in this video. Alright guys, hey, I'm Dr. Sugai. I'm a board certified dermatologist here in Seattle. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know me by now, I'm a Harvard trained dermatologist where I trained at Mass General, Brigham and Women's, Beth Israel Deaconess, and Boston Children's Hospital. I had great training. I saw a lot of complicated patients in the middle of the night for blistering rashes that even, can kill patients, and also things like severe shingles or zoster, herpes zoster in people who are immunocompromised. They have really bad shingles, and we're going to be talking about why Justin Bieber has facial paralysis on one side. This may look like Bell's palsy to people. I'm not Justin Bieber's physician, but he does come out and say here on TikTok that he has Ramsay-Hunt Syndrome, which we'll talk about today. Now we have here Justin showing asymmetry with smiling, different facial expressions. This is Ramsay-Hunt Syndrome, where you have facial paralysis. Bell's palsy, you can get a viral infection that will cause facial paralysis on one side. It has a good prognosis. A lot of times people will recover after Bell's palsy. Yes, people are going to be asking about vaccinations. Yes, possible that a vaccination can cause Bell's palsy, but also has seen Bell's palsy even in a family member post-COVID infection had Bell's palsy, but thankfully did recover. Now, this is Ramsay-Hunt Syndrome, which is different from Bell's palsy, where it involves the herpes zoster virus. Now, the zoster virus or the varicella virus, that's you pick that up from childhood as chickenpox. That's varicella, and that causes these. They call it the dew on the rose petal look. You get these little red spots with blisters in children. If you get it as an adult, it can be more serious, but it's usually from contact. Respiratory droplets as well can spread this virus, but it's usually contact with the fluid. The blisters have this fluid and it's full of virus, and you can open up the blister. We can take that fluid and put on a slide, and herpes zoster later on can affect us as adults. After you're having chickenpox as a child, you can get shingles as an adult, and that's the same virus, and so that virus lies dormant. It falls asleep in our nerves, and so if you have reactivation of that virus from stress, some big stressor, whether physical, emotional stress, or if you're going through an immunocompromised state, you got diagnosed with cancer. Cancer itself will alter your immune status, and also treatment for cancer like chemotherapy will put you at risk for reactivation of the herpes zoster virus. Now, Justin says he's going through a lot of stress. His body is telling him to slow down. So I don't see the shingles on the outside of the ear, but Ramsay-Hunt relates to reactivation of the herpes zoster virus in the geniculate ganglion, which is right in your ear there. If you're getting zoster or shingles on the outside of your ear, it can actually affect your cranial nerves. And so Ramsay-Hunt involves facial paralysis, meaning that his facial nerve is involved, but also things like ringing of the ear, tinnitus, also vertigo, so loss of balance, and that's actually affecting cranial nerve 8. So cranial nerve 7 is your facial nerve that's involved with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, but you also can have dizziness or vertigo where the room is spinning, ringing of your ear, tinnitus, and also you can have loss of hearing, and that's cranial nerve 8. It's a vestibular cochlear nerve, and that's involved with transmitting sound to your brain from the inner ear and also balance. And so when that's all involved, you're going to have that facial paralysis from facial nerve 7, plus all the ear issues from cranial nerve 8 being involved from the herpes zoster virus. So this is a very serious condition that he's undergoing. You have to treat it quickly. Hopefully within the first 72 hours of development, you're starting treatment with antivirals like acyclovir. Valacyclovir is another thing we give for shingles. And then also steroids. So steroids like prednisone, methylprednisolone, you want to get on right away to help calm down the inflammation and hopefully not have permanent damage in the ear or facial paralysis. So the prognosis of this is actually worse than Bell's palsy. There are times when people don't recover as well. The facial paralysis or the inner ear issues don't recover fully, and that's very scary and unfortunate, especially for Justin. So I'm hoping that he did get treatment soon within the first 72 hours. If not, then you have a higher risk of having these long-term issues. People are going to be asking about, is this related to the COVID vaccine? I don't know if Justin Bieber ever got the COVID vaccine. He never said it. And so everyone's talking about, oh, the shot's doing this. I don't know if he's gotten the vaccine, but we do know he did get COVID he did get COVID in February. He was transparent about that. And so could this be post-COVID related? For sure, it could be. COVID has really changed people's immune systems, and he is saying that his immune system is not good right now, or he's not in a good state right now, whether it's emotional stress or physically he's not doing well post-COVID. I've definitely seen people with their autoimmune conditions worsening after COVID. Vitiligo, their alopecia areata, their Crohn's disease have worsened after COVID. So I don't know if he's going through something like that. I know people have talked about that he has chronic Lyme. I don't have much to say about chronic Lyme. I do treat acute Lyme, which happens in New England quite a bit from the tick bite from the deer tick, and we treat that pretty easily. But for chronic Lyme, I can't really comment on that, but for sure he needs to take it easy. He's not doing well, and so I really hope that he does recover from this. It's a really unfortunate episode. All right, so it's been a couple weeks since I did that last video, and I checked. Justin Bieber hasn't put up an updated video on TikTok, which I'm happy about. He should stay off of social media, recover, get some rest, because obviously his body is saying that he needs to take a break. His immune system is not doing well to get Ramsay-Hunt Syndrome. Checked his Instagram, looks like he had a few photo dump posts, but yeah, nothing in terms of updates from him. So I hope he does well. Hope you guys all take care. I appreciate you all. Please hit the like button. Please share with your friends, and also subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys for the next video. Take care and peace.